Now, governments must do far more to include the vulnerabilities of young people in the global fight against HIV and AIDS. That's according to a new report. Despite progress in tackling the disease, it is estimated that 1,700 new HIV infections occur every day among young people around the world. And the problem is particularly acute in Africa. As Henry Ridgwell reports from London, it is hoped the issue will gain added publicity thanks to Britain's Prince Harry.
Florida Uzoaru runs a business providing online sexual health services. The young Nigerian entrepreneur says many clients prefer the privacy offered online.
There's already a lot of stigma around sex in general, and also we haven't really done a lot of sensitization about testing of all kinds.
Campaigners say many adolescents in Africa are unaware of their HIV status and afraid to get tested. 23-year-old Masedi Kewa Modimo was born with HIV. Both her parents died from AIDS. Growing up in her native Botswana, Masedi grew frustrated with the barriers she faced and decided to reveal her HIV status in order to campaign for better treatment.
It's one of the most difficult things I've ever faced in my whole life. Every single day I face stigma. People talk about it because, one, they fear it. Two, they assume certain people within our society have it. Three, they feel that they cannot welcome people who are living with HIV and AIDS.
Professor Rashida Ferrand co-authored the new report.
We really need to be thinking about all the barriers at every step in that broad environment, both at facility level and in clinics, etc., but also recognizing the fact that most of the time young people do not spend in facilities. So we have to think of modifying the environments and the barriers that those environments place.
The charity Sentebale helped put together the policy recommendations. Its co-founding patron is Prince Harry, newly engaged to American actress Meghan Markle, who has also campaigned on health issues in Africa. Earlier this year, the Prince chaired a meeting in London on adolescents living with HIV, titled Let Youth Lead.
Young people, the first time they know or the first time they hear anything about HIV and AIDS is probably by the time it's too late. Whether it's in the education system here in the UK, whether it's across Africa, whether it's across the world, HIV needs to be treated exactly the same as any other disease.
Activists hope the royal couple's star power will help them spread the vital message that young people's needs and fears must be addressed in the global drive to tackle HIV and AIDS. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.